ELROND, the Elvish Lord, has been announced as the first legendary character coming to Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. And in this video, we're getting you all prepped. We're talking about the characters most likely to unlock this character, and more importantly, whether or not you should be shifting your resources to start to build these characters now. And if you're ready for that, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello fans of Middle-earth, welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking all about the legendary unlock for ELROND, the Elvish Lord, as the first legendary unlock arriving in Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. Now, if it's your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great content about Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. We have a bunch of videos, guides, tips, tricks, gameplay to help you in this game and advance in this game. And the one thing that we want to help you with is deciding who you should be farming to unlock ELROND and whether you should be starting to farm them right now. Now, we got the announcement a few days ago that ELROND is going to be the first legendary character coming. And to unlock this character, you're going to need to have a 5-star of all of these characters. So you're going to unlock a 5-star ELROND with 5-star of all these unlock characters. You're going to need to have 5 characters, or at least 5 characters to unlock him. And if you have them at 5 stars, you can do that 5-star unlock. If you have them at 6, you could get even more stars for him at 6 stars, and at 7 stars with all these characters, well, you can get the maxed out version of ELROND. And if you have less stars than 5, well, you can get some shards for this character, but you're not going to be able to get the unlock. And yes, with his friends in peril, his skill in healing is unmatched in all of Middle-earth, and details on his kit is following, and we did see his kit in some of these early campaign missions or one of the challenge missions. I still haven't went back and found those yet, but I'm not sure if the kit of the PvE character that we're facing is going to be the same one of the playable character that's coming to the game. But let's go into the game and talk about these different factions that are in the game right now that are likely to unlock this character. If we look at what Capital Games did with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and their first 2 legendary characters. Well, the first was Grandmaster Yoda, and to unlock him, you need a Jedi character. So Yoda's a Jedi, you need Jedi characters, and Emperor Palpatine was their second legendary character. And to unlock Emperor Palpatine, you needed Empire characters. So it stayed within the faction for those first couple unlocks. And I'm guessing that at least for this one, we'll have something in the Rivendell type faction or an elf or something like that. We'll go take a look at the candidates here, but unless they go totally opposite and go with Shadow, which they could because it hasn't been announced yet, I think it's very likely that it's going to be a light side character, not a Shadow character. So let's talk about some of the characters that are likely to be unlocks for ELROND. And the first light faction that we run across that is at least 4 members in it is going to be this elf faction. Now, I say at least 4 members because I think it's highly unlikely that a faction with 2 members or 3 members will be unlocked for ELROND, unless they go with something like Marvel Strike Force does and just have these unlocks make no sense in relation to the character. But we have these elves here. Leliel, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but easy to farm, available on a light campaign 2-1. Lomayan is available on light 2-9. So both these characters available very early on. The hard one to farm is going to be Elrohir, and he's available on Shadow 5-5. So one of the latest game chapters, or one of the latest chapters that you can farm, is going to be Elrohir. And then Naramiri is available on Shadow 3-9. So all these characters, these first 2 characters, easy to farm. These later characters, or these other 2 characters, very late. But as you can see, there's only 4 members of the elf faction right now, which means they would need to release another elf to have this as the faction to unlock ELROND. So they do that, it's something that they could sell, and this makes it a very likely candidate for that ELROND unlock. Now, would I be farming any of these characters right now with the limited resource in the game, especially gold, your experience, your character experience, and then also your character, the abilities? Very, very tough to justify farming any of these characters. Not really a lot of synergy with each other, or not really a lot of use in the game right now. You're not really using them in arena. So I wouldn't shift towards farming these elves, even if they are the unlock for ELROND. Unless it gets announced officially, I probably wouldn't be shifting towards this because there's only so much resources in the game. All right, next faction that we have, if we scroll down here, this healer faction, we got a lot of healers, but we're mixing shadow and light characters. I don't think the healers are going to be in this, but because Elrond looks to be a healer, this could be a way that Capital Games chooses to go, but I just don't see them going with this healer faction here. But it is a possibility. They could do something that's totally surprising there. But moving on, we also have the hobbits, the humans. If we move down all the way down a little bit more to the Ranger faction, which is another likely faction, we have 4 characters in here. Now, it's not really related to Elrond or Rivendell or the elves, but since they are light side characters, I did want to talk about them. Now, this is going to be a very, very tough farm because of this character here, Halbrand. He's only available right now in the challenge store, which is very, very tough to get shards for him. You can get 2 shards for 1,000 of those challenge coins, and you don't get a lot of those challenge coins per day. So very, very tough to get shards for him. Could be a candidate because Capital Games does want to make money and want to sell these characters. And if these Rangers are a faction and they sell one more, this could be one of the factions used to unlock Elrond, but I think it's very, very unlikely. Strider, you can get these character shards for free. Miri is available in the guild store, and Elra here, we already talked about. Very, very late game farm in Shadow 5/5. So this is a Ranger faction. We do need one more for this Ranger faction, but because it's not really related to Elrond or Rivendell, I think it's not super likely that this would be the unlock for Elrond. And the next light faction that could be unlocked for Elrond is this Road to Rivendell faction featuring Strider and the Hobbits. Now, Strider's a character we talked about. You could get him on a daily basis as your login character. As long as you're dealing daily missions, you're getting 5 shards per day. So not likely to sell them unless they're going to reintroduce that Hobbit offer. We also have Frodo Baggins, who is not very good right now, but is available in light side campaign 3-1. We also have Pippin Tookir, who's available in the guild campaign, so you could get him very early on in their early guild campaigns. We have Sam, who is available in the Hero's Adventure, and if you have some of these other characters unlocked, you get a 5-star Sam for free. And Mary is available early on in the Shadow 3-1 campaign. So all of these guys are very early to farm, and technically you would only need to farm Frodo, Pippin, and Mary, because you're getting these Strider shards for free. And as long as you have these 4 Road to Rivendell characters at least 4-star, you could unlock that, get more stars for Sam Ganji. So this would be a very player-friendly faction to choose as the unlock for Elrond. I don't think they're going to go with this because, like I said, you would only need to really unlock 3 of these characters or build 3 of these characters to get them up to 5 stars. Strider getting his shards for free. And again, Sam Ganji has his adventure campaign. So I'm not sure if this is the way they're going to go unless they're being very, very friendly. They haven't shown that in the past in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So let's talk about the last light side faction that could be an unlock. And this would be a nice faction if it is the unlock, because the Rohan faction, at least these 3 Rohan characters, very, very good. And you could get them very early on. The other 2 are going to be a little harder to farm. Alred is not farmable right now, only in your normal store. And Wilfwin is only available on the light campaign 4-1. But Eomer, very, very good character, has some awesome synergy with Lady Eowyn and Eothine. Eomer is available in the arena store. You can get a lot of shards for him very, very quickly. Lady Eowyn is available in the Shadow 1/5, so you can get her very early on and is the leader of this faction. And Eothine, one of the best early game light side tanks, is available in a very first hard campaign. Light 1/1 is where you could get him. Now, it'd be very good if you could get these, if these characters are the unlocked, because like I said, this 3-piece of this Rohan team, very, very good. Now, if I had a choice, this would be my preferred team to unlock Elrond, because very easy to get these characters. You could build them up very early on. It gives you a lot of early game value. Allred would be tough to get. We would need to make a purchase in order to get him, I think, as currently not farmable, unless they make him farmable later. And Wilfwin is going to be a harder farm as well, but at least these 3 characters initially, you're getting a lot of value for building them up, so there wouldn't be a lot of wasted resources. Now, at this time, I probably would be still continue with my farm. I'm not going to be shifting into any of these characters unless I'm already building them, like the Rohan characters or maybe Strider. The rest of these characters you could probably leave on the side at least until we get that official announcement. May not be getting around an initial run, and unless we know the timing of this, but I think with the game economy as it is right now, it's not worth it to switch up your valuable campaign energy and your guild campaign energy. I think you should still be farming the characters you're going to farm, unless they lighten up the bottlenecks on gold and experience and some of these other things. So that is my thoughts, guys. I think it's very likely to be elves, Road to Rivendell characters, or the Rohan characters. Healers probably not, and the Rangers very low chance as well, but I think those are going to be the best picks. Now, the other thing about Rohan, though, as I mentioned, that they're not really related to Elrond or Rivendell as well. So I think the Road to Rivendell would thematically be the best team, but that would be very, very player friendly. So let me know who you think is going to be the most likely team. Is it going to be the Rivendell team, the Rohan team, the Elf team, or something else? Is it going to be a shadow team? We'd be totally surprised. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If it did give you some value, hit that like button. It does help that YouTube algorithm. Check out some of the other videos on this channel to help you on your journey in Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.